Some houses are built from wood and stone. Others are built from memory. This one was different. It didn't wait to be lived in. It watched. It listened. And over the years, it learned to keep the people who stepped inside. Tonight, you'll hear what happened to the last family who entered its walls, and the one child who walked out with every secret the house tried to bury. And now, the conclusion of the family who moved into the breathing rooms. The house froze, just for a moment, just long enough, and Daniel made his choice. The blue light around Lily collapsed inward, not fading, funneling. Every fragment of Daniel, every memory, every sensation, every scrap of identity poured into her like water through a crack. Lily screamed. Her father lunged. Her mother sobbed. The house roared, not with sound, but with motion. The walls buckling, the ceiling dropping, the floor heaving. Daniel pushed one last time, a final, catastrophic surge, a scream made of architecture, a pulse made of memory, a collapse made of self, and then the blue light went out, completely. Daniel was gone, not dissolved, not scattered, not absorbed, given. To her, Lily collapsed onto the floor, ripped free from the wall as if the house had lost its grip. Her father caught her. Her mother wrapped her arms around them both. The wall slammed shut. The room convulsed. The house hissed, a furious, wounded sound that rattled the bones of the building. Lily opened her eyes. They were not the same. She whispered, "He's gone." A pause, a long, trembling pause. But he left something inside me. The house inhaled. The room bent inward, and Lily said, "I know how to stop it." The house inhaled. A long, slow, cavernous pull that made the wallpaper flutter and the floorboards bow inward. The room tightened around them, not collapsing, but focusing, like a camera lens narrowing onto its subject. Lily. Her father held her. Her mother clung to them both. But Lily wasn't looking at them. She was looking at the wall. The same wall that had taken Daniel. The same wall that had almost taken her. The same wall that was still breathing. Her fingers twitched. Her breath steadied. Something inside her, something not hers, shifted. A memory. A pressure. A presence. Daniel. The room vibrated. Not from the house, from her. A faint blue shimmer rippled across her skin, thin, translucent, like light passing through water. Her father recoiled. Her mother gasped. Lily didn't notice. She was listening, not with her ears. With the part of her mind Daniel had filled. She whispered, "I can hear the walls." The house froze, just for a moment, just long enough. The blue shimmer brightened. Daniel's voice, thin, frayed, barely a whisper, threaded through her thoughts. Not words, not sentences, just direction. A pressure pointing inward, toward the structure, toward the memory, toward the place inside the walls. Lily nodded. "I know." Her father whispered, terrified. "Know what?" Lily stepped forward, toward the wall, toward the thing that had tried to swallow her. Her voice was calm, steady. "I know how to make it stop." The room convulsed. The floor rippled. The ceiling dipped. The walls contracted. The house understood. It recognized the shift inside her. It recognized Daniel. It recognized the threat. It hissed, a deep, structural groan that rattled the bones of the building. The wall surged forward. The opening reappeared. The air pulled. Hard. Lily's hair lifted. Her shirt pulled tight. Her feet slid an inch. Her father grabbed her arm. Her mother screamed. The house inhaled again, harder. The blue shimmer around her flared, not outward, into the room. A pulse of light rippled across the floorboards, up the walls, into the ceiling. A shockwave made of memory, not force. The house recoiled. The opening froze. The air stilled. The room held its breath. Lily stepped forward again. Her voice was layered, her own and Daniel's. "You can't take me!" The house hissed. The wall flexed. The opening widened. Lily raised her hand. The blue light gathered in her palm. Thin, trembling, but real. She pressed her hand against the wall. The house screamed, not with sound, with structure. The studs vibrated. The plaster cracked. The wallpaper curled. The floor buckled. Her father shielded her mother. Her mother shielded him. The room shook like a living thing in pain. Lily didn't move. She pressed harder. The blue light seeped into the wall, not burning, not breaking, but rewriting. Daniel's memory, his last moment, his last breath, his last scream, flowed into the architecture. The house convulsed. The opening snapped shut. The wall sealed. The room stilled. Lily whispered, "I'm not yours." A pause, a long, trembling pause. "And neither is he." The wall where she touched it was different now. Not healed, not whole, wounded. A faint blue glow pulsed beneath the plaster, Daniel's final act embedded into the structure like a scar. The house inhaled again. But this time, it sounded afraid. Lily turned to her parents. Her eyes were not the same. She whispered, "I can feel all of it." Her father swallowed. All of what? Lily looked at the walls, at the floor, at the ceiling, at the house. All the people it kept. A pause. A breath. And all the places it hid them. The house shuddered. The room dimmed. And Lily said, "I know where they are." The room didn't move. It retracted. A slow, uneasy shift rolled through the walls. Not an attack, not a collapse, but a withdrawal. As if the house were pulling its attention back, trying to hide something it suddenly realized she could see. Lily stood very still. Her father held her shoulders. Her mother clung to her arm. But Lily wasn't looking at them. She was looking at the wall she had just wounded. The faint blue glow pulsed beneath the plaster. Daniel's final act embedded like a scar. Lily raised her hand. The glow brightened. She whispered, "It's behind this." Her father swallowed. "What is?" Lily didn't answer. She stepped toward the wall. The house hissed, a deep structural groan that rattled the studs. It didn't want her there, which meant she was right. Lily pressed her palm to the wall. The blue light flared. The plaster rippled beneath her touch, not cracking, not breaking, but loosening, like fabric being pulled off a frame. Her mother gasped. Her father whispered her name. Lily didn't look back. She whispered, "Daniel showed me the path." The wall pulsed. A faint seam appeared. Not a door, not a crack. A memory. A place the house had tried to forget. Lily pushed. The seam widened. The wallpaper peeled back in long, curling strips. The plaster thinned. The studs shifted. A narrow passage appeared. Impossible. Wrong. Too thin for a person. Too deep for a wall. Her father stared. That wasn't there before. Lily shook her head. It was always here. A pause. A long, trembling pause. The house just didn't want anyone to know. The opening inhaled. A slow, cold pull of air that smelled like dust, old wood, and something else, something metallic, like forgotten years. Her mother recoiled. Her father tightened his grip on Lily's hand. Lily stepped forward. The house reacted instantly. The floor rippled. The ceiling dipped. The walls contracted. A warning, a threat, a plea. Lily ignored it. She whispered, "You can't hide it from me anymore." The blue light around her flickered. Daniel's presence, faint, frayed, but still there, guided her forward. She stepped into the passage. Her father followed. Her mother clung to his shirt. The house hissed again, louder this time, the sound of a building in pain. But it didn't close the passage. It couldn't. Not while Daniel's memory was inside her. The passage was narrow, too narrow. The walls pressed close, not touching, but aware, like a throat deciding whether to swallow. The air was cold. The darkness was thick. The floorboards beneath their feet felt wrong, soft in places, hard in others, as if they were walking across layers of lives. Lily didn't hesitate. She moved with certainty. Her father whispered, "Lily, how do you know where to go?" She didn't turn. She didn't slow. She whispered, "He's walking with me." Her mother's breath hitched. "Daniel?" Lily nodded. "He remembers the way." The passage bent sharply. The walls tightened. The air grew colder. The house was trying to confuse her, trying to mislead her, trying to protect the place she was heading toward. Lily stopped. She placed her hand on the wall. The blue light flared. The passage straightened. The house shuddered. Lily whispered, "You can't lie to me." The passage widened. Just a little. Just enough. A faint glow appeared ahead. Not blue, not warm, but a pale, sickly white, like light filtered through old paper. Her father whispered, "What is that?" Lily swallowed. Her voice was small, soft, terrified. "It's where the house keeps them." Her mother trembled. "Keeps who?" Lily stepped forward. The glow brightened. The air grew colder. The walls pulsed. And Lily whispered, "Everyone it ever took." The passage widened. The pale, sickly white glow ahead brightened, pulsing like a heartbeat muffled behind drywall. The air grew colder. The walls pressed closer. Lily didn't hesitate. She stepped into the chamber. Her parents followed, trembling. The house did not stop them. It couldn't. Not anymore. The room was impossibly large, too large to exist inside a house. The walls were lined with impressions, faint silhouettes pressed into plaster, like bodies leaning from the other side. Some small, some tall, some curled, some reaching, none moving. Her mother covered her mouth. Her father whispered, "Oh, God." Lily walked forward. The blue glow pulsed beneath her skin. Daniel's memory guided her. She stopped at one of the silhouettes, a tall, thin outline with a hand pressed against the wall. Her voice was soft. This was him. Her father swallowed. "Daniel?" Lily nodded. He was awake for a long time. A pause. A breath. He didn't want anyone else to end up here. The house shuddered, a low, structural groan that rolled through the chamber. Not angry. Not hungry. Afraid. Lily placed her hand on the wall. The blue light flared. The silhouettes trembled. The house hissed, a deep, wounded sound. Her father stepped back. Her mother clutched his arm. Lily whispered, "You kept them because you didn't want to forget." The chamber vibrated. Dust fell from the ceiling. The silhouettes pulsed. Lily pressed harder. "But you did forget." The house convulsed. The walls rippled. The silhouettes flickered. Lily's voice grew stronger, layered with Daniel's memory. You forgot their names. A crack split the wall. You forgot their faces. The chamber shook. You forgot they were alive. The house screamed, a soundless structural vibration that rattled the bones of the building. Lily didn't flinch. She whispered, "I remember them." The blue light surged outward, not violently, not destructively, correctively. The silhouettes brightened, the impressions softened. The walls rippled like water disturbed by a stone. One by one, the shapes dissolved, not into dust, not into darkness, but into light, thin and pale and trembling. The chamber brightened, the air warmed, the house shuddered, the walls cracked, the ceiling bowed, the structure groaned like a spine bending too far. Her father shielded her mother shielded him. Lily stood alone. The blue light poured from her hands, her chest, her eyes. She whispered, "You can let them go." The house trembled. The chamber shook. The silhouettes dissolved completely. And the house exhaled, a long, slow, final breath. The chamber walls buckled. The ceiling fractured. The floor split. The house was dying, not collapsing, releasing every room, every memory, every life it had kept, every piece of itself. Lily turned to her parents. "We have to go." They ran. The passage behind them crumbled. The walls folded inward. The floor heaved. The ceiling dropped. They burst into the original room just as the house began to fold in on itself, not falling, but unbuilding, like a blueprint being erased. Her father carried Lily. Her mother held the doorframe. They stumbled outside. The house shuddered. The windows cracked. The roof bowed. And then, silence. The house sagged inward, its structure softening, its walls collapsing into themselves, like a memory finally allowed to fade. A final breath escaped the ruins, a soft, warm exhale that brushed Lily's cheek. She whispered, "Goodbye." They stood in the yard, trembling, watching the house settle into a quiet, harmless heap of wood and dust. Her father held her tight. Her mother sobbed into her hair. Lily stared at the ruins. The blue glow beneath her skin faded. Slowly, gently, until it was gone. She whispered, "He's gone." A pause, a long, trembling pause. But he's free. Her parents held her. The wind moved through the trees. The house did not breathe again. And Lily, small, quiet, changed, closed her eyes. She remembered every name, every face, every life the house had kept, and she carried them out with her, alive, in memory, where they belonged. And in the settling dust where the house had been, Lily stood very still, listening to the silence, and realized it was the first time the walls had ever left her alone. If this story unsettled you, subscribe and stay close. What comes next goes deeper.